Thinking about buying an action camera for your upcoming travels? Let's talk about the GoPro Hero 8. Hey guys, Chris from Stoked for Travel here. Welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any travel goodness. Now today we're going to talk about one of my favorite travel gadgets, the new GoPro Hero 8. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, whether you should upgrade, and of course whether it's worth the money. So yeah, let's get started. So first things first, what is new with the GoPro Hero 8? Well, there's been a lot of internal upgrades with the Hero 8 over the Hero 7, including upgraded super photo, live burst mode, which takes 90 pictures in a video and then pulls them out as stills, which is great for action photography. The camera itself is actually 14% lighter now, and they've also implemented these new folding fingers, which lie flush with the camera. More about that in a bit. Now, if there's one standalone feature that would make you upgrade to the GoPro Hero 8, it has to be Hypersmooth 2.0. Now, the GoPro Hero 7 introduced Hypersmooth, which is gimbal-like quality and was an absolute game changer for action cameras. Now, the Hero 8 builds on this with Hypersmooth 2.0, which massively ups the game. Being able to shoot 4K at 60 frames a second, 2.7K at 120 frames a second, and even 1080p at a whopping 240 frames a second really opens up a whole heap of creative options and gimbal quality silky smooth footage. So yeah, for serious videographers looking to go for the upgrade, Hypersmooth 2.0 is all you need to know. Over the last 6 months of using the GoPro on the road, I've noticed there's lots of little touches that GoPro have implemented on the Hero 8 to make it a better user experience. The biggest impact on this has to be the new GoPro user interface on the camera itself. This allows you to switch between modes and functions a lot easier, which makes it a better user experience overall. One of the main things on this is the new preset button, where you can pre-program your favorite settings, including resolutions, frame rates, and field of vision, so you can swap between them quickly and adjust to different situations or situations that you shoot over and over again and have a specific setup for. So yeah, much better user experience on the Hero 8, and it builds on the usability of the Hero 7 too. Now, if you want a full rundown of all the little internal tweaks that GoPro has made on the Hero 8, hit the link in the description below and it's got a full rundown of everything that's new. But those points are my key features that I've been using and made the most of with the Hero 8 upgrade. Now, alongside the Hero 8, GoPro also launched their new Media Mod specifically for the Hero 8 camera. Now, this Media Mod comes with an additional mic on both the front and the back, but more importantly comes with a 3.5mm jack on the back as well. Now, this opens up a whole heap of options for attaching external microphones and vastly improving the GoPro audio experience. Whether you use a shotgun mic or a lavalier mic like I'm using now, it is a massive improvement on the audio quality of all the previous GoPros. Now, alongside this, there's also a cold tube mount on both the top and the side of the Media Mod, so you can add on the extra mods as well, such as the LCD screen or the LED light. Now, all of these do come packaged separately, so they do up the cost of it or your GoPro kit, but for vloggers out there, it's an awesome investment. Now, if you want to learn more about vlogging with your GoPro or my personal setup, check out the link in the description below for my full written guide. So what are the downsides of the Hero 8? Now, actually for me, the biggest downside of the Hero 8 is actually the folding fingers. Now, some people love them because it makes the camera nice and smooth and sleek. However, that cage mount has actually been something that's been really useful when I've been shooting. Having the cage attached to various mounts means you can just quickly pull out the camera and plop it into another mount and continue shooting. That floating finger adjustment now means you have to unscrew them and rescrew them. It might seem like a mild inconvenience, but when you're shooting a lot of different scenes and using a lot of different mounts, it can get quite annoying quite quickly. And not only that, but the lack of cage mount does also impact the durability of the GoPro. Of course, if you dropped it or were doing a lot of action sports and it was taking a lot of knocks, the cage actually provided a lot of protection. Now, GoPro has said that the glass is more durable and the case is more durable. However, on the long run, I think that the lack of cage mount is actually going to limit the lifespan of your GoPro Hero 8. Now, on the durability side of things, the GoPro Hero 8 does also lack the replaceable lens cap that the Hero 7 had. On the Hero 7, you could quickly unattach that for the dive housing, but also to replace it if it did get scratched. Now the Hero 8, that is all part of the now new streamlined shell, which does mean if you do scratch the lens, you have to send it back to GoPro to get it repaired, which is a bit of annoyance, especially if you're trying to put the GoPro through its paces and doing things with like gravel or surfing or anything that's gonna really knock it around. Now, one of the best things about shooting with the GoPro is the amount of accessories that are available, so you can get really creative with your shots. Now, does the GoPro Hero 8 work with all your accessories? Well, for 99% of things, including your poles, your floaty grips, and your mouth mounts, yes, the Hero 8 will still be compatible. The main exception to this, because of the change of the form factor, is going to be your super suit. So if you're going diving or want to get more waterproof or that little bit of extra protection, you will need to upgrade your GoPro super suit to the Hero 8 one. Now for the big question, should you upgrade to the GoPro Hero 8? Now personally, if you're shooting with the GoPro Session or the GoPro Hero 6, then I say yes, upgrade it. Hypersmooth 2.0 is going to blow your mind, and there's so many new features involved, it's going to be epic. Now, when it comes to the GoPro Hero 7, things get a little bit tighter. In terms of cost, the GoPro Hero 8 is a little bit more expensive, so you've got to take that in mind and whether you'd be better off investing in some more accessories. But the main defining factor, I would say, was whether you're going to use Hypersmooth 2.0 to its full extent. For serious videographers out there, being able to shoot 4K at 60, 2.7 at 120, and of course 1080 at 240 frames a second, then yes, that is going to be why you're going to want to upgrade to the Hero 8. As for everyone else, it really comes down to money and whether you think investing that little bit extra is going to be better for you, or whether you'd be better off getting extra accessories and really getting creative with your shooting. So after 6 months on the road with the GoPro Hero 8, what are my final thoughts on the Hero 8 itself? Well, it's an awesome little action camera and arguably the best one out there at the moment. Hypersmooth 2.0 took the gimbal quality footage of Hypersmooth to the next level. Of course, unlocking those extra frame rates was an amazing addition for any person's camera bag. Sure, it wasn't quite where I expected Hero 8 to go. I was really hoping for an LCD screen on the front like the Osmo Action. Even so, it's an incredible camera, and the Media Mod and the external microphone options really give you a few more options for shooting and vlogging with the camera. Whether it's worth the upgrade is really going to come down to your budget, I think. The Hero 9 is obviously still a way away, so it's still an excellent investment. But yeah, for me, Hero 8, another amazing camera by GoPro, and I highly recommend it. That's it for this week, guys. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. You!